It's hump day. So let's get excited. I know a lot of people, they get a little happy, a little joyous when hump day rolls around. They're like, okay, we're halfway through the week and we're almost at the weekend. Not me. When hump day rolls around, I try to save my special day for today because, not to go on a tangent, but whenever I think of humps, I'm not thinking about the camel. I think about my days back in college when I'd go to the club. I'd see all the pretty girls shaking their booties. And that reminds me to get in the fucking gym and wreck these legs. So that's right. It's leg day. Which means it's going to be ugly, sweaty, and lots of fun. So I might as well tell you now so you can mentally prepare yourselves. I figured by the end of the workout, we're going to be like Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob when he becomes addicted to finding buried treasure. And every time he gets excited, SpongeBob keeps saying, "Oh hey, Mr. Krabs, he's getting all sweaty again." That's how we're going to be. Mark my words, that's how we're going to be by the end of the workout. But just as a little update, I tried to find some Jedi robes, and I might have found something that will work. I'll have to run over to Party City tomorrow and see if it fits me. If it doesn't fit me, if it's close, sure, whatever, I'll make it work. But if it fits me, perfect. I'll then run over to like a Target and see if they're still selling lightsabers. Doing that, and then I'm thinking tomorrow I might get a nice early lift in. One of my buddies is doing a training session with my coach at about noon, and we might just be able to work something out. Have a little fun together. Alright guys, we made it to the metro. A little bit shorter on the pre-workout car talk. More so just for me, I wanted to get my mind right. Had to prepare myself before this absolute atomic bomb of a workout that we're about to get in. I definitely want to get in there and wreck my legs. Even though we're in a cut, I definitely I don't want to be walking comfortably after this workout. I definitely want to feel it tomorrow and then the next day and so forth. But yeah, maybe not so much on the weight category, but I definitely want to push myself really hard today. We're not going to be putting up humongous numbers, but effort definitely needs to be there. So no lollygagging. But actually reminds me of a old story. We'll have a little story time before we go in there. I gotta let this pre-workout hit me. So until then, I'll tell you this story, because talking about absolute destruction of the legs reminded me of a old party that I went to when I was in high school. But if my mom ever watches this video, she'll be pulling her hair out because she'll remember what a pain in the ass this night was. But I went to a Catholic private school, mainly for, the education and the sports and everything. And so all the people I knew from middle school and before then, I kind of didn't really see around very much. But my senior year of high school, I had run into a few people that I used to be friends with in elementary school and middle school. And I was like, all right, might as well hang out. Like, it's been a while. So I remember we ended up going to a party after I'd recently broken up with a gal. And it was in like about 30 minutes from where I lived. So a good distance for like a high school party. And lo and behold, we get there. And there was like the house it was in. But then supposedly the kids' parents weren't there, obviously, because I mean it's a high school party. You're gonna do it when the parents are out of town. But someone had the unbrilliant idea of holding the vast majority of the party in an area of the house where they were doing an addition, like they were building onto the house. So like it was 90% finished. Like there was no like tools lying around, but you can tell it wasn't completely finished. Like there's still drywall, it wasn't fully painted, there's no furniture in it. But we get there, having a good time, and I'm not gonna name names, but there's a fellow that I happened to, going forward, play football with in college. And he was always like a really big guy, like 250, 260, super, like just very strong guy. Played defensive line, but always super funny. But if you get even a drop of alcohol in him, he became an absolute wrecking ball. Literally, like you didn't want to get in his way because he'd beat your ass, and you wanted to get him out of the house because he'd break shit. Well, obviously this is in high school, so we didn't know this about him just yet. And so this party became what we call the Deconstruction site. Because, because the whole addition was like still under construction. And then we're drinking, and this kid starts just like punching holes into the drywall, ripping doors off the hinges, breaking the tiles that were ready to go down on like one of the unfinished areas. And it was an absolute mess. Like, kid easily did tens of thousands of dollars worth of damages in the span of a few hours. And obviously there were other people that fed into it too, but he was the main culprit. But long story short, that party ended up obviously getting busted by the cops. And lo and behold, I'm like 17, 18 years old there, drunk, and I see like a girl that I knew in high school that's an absolute drop dead gorgeous dime. And she was like flirting with me and shit. And so like during this time, I'm trying to bag it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to score. So I'm upstairs while a lot of shit's getting broken, and I'm like, I'm crossing first base to second base. I'm like stealing bases here. I'm trying to make it to third and fourth and just get a home run, and I hear cops, and I'm like, you weigh the chances. Am I gonna get this chance again? I'm 17, 18, so I'm narrow-minded, tunnel vision. Like I'm like, damn, I'm never gonna get this shot again. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking keep doing what I'm doing. So I remember they then I see like the police flashlights like going like around the corners, like on the walls and shit. Like I'm like, fuck, okay, there's actually police here. So I toss her off of me, get my underwear back on and everything. I was like, okay, like now I'm actually scared. Like my I'm not as excited anymore. I can't perform, and I'm not gonna do that with the coppers there. And so they round up all the people. I'm like getting all my stuff on, and they're like rounding us all up. Some people obviously ran already, and they round us up and they're taking us like downstairs. And there's like an open like sliding glass door, and like I'm in the middle of the line. This is like 20 people deep. They're like round us up, going down there, and that thing's open, and I go for it. It's like, oh, and I'm like, gone, or at least I thought. I make it like around the back and to the side, the right side of the front, and I hear, freeze, stop where you're going. And I followed like It was like a rose bush because it would have been way worse. But some thorny bush. I like trip and fall in it. I'm all fucked up now. Like I wasn't like super drunk, but I was just like I looked like a mess now. Just like scratched up and shit. And the guy's pointing like I don't think it was like a taser. I don't fucking remember. But I was afraid. Like I've watched Cops a million fucking times. I didn't want to be on like on a highlight reel. So I get up and I'm like, shit, all right, you got me. Guy's standing there. He's like, get back inside. Come on. So I go back in there and they give us all like an ultimatum, you know, call your parents, have them come pick you up, or, you know, we're going to have to book you. So a bunch of kids who like were like an hour away or like their parents weren't answering. They're like crying and shit. And my mom obviously picks up because she works at like, she worked for herself, but she would get up at like 2 a.m. to get ahead of like the competition. So obviously I know she's up. So I call her and she's like, what? Like she's all tired, you know it. Probably has like the clips still in her hair and shit. And I'm like, Mom, I went out to a party, got busted, and I need you to come pick me up. And she's pissed because she's not like a huge like tech person. And to put in perspective, she never used GPS. She used MapQuest, like the printoutables. So I had to give her the exact address. She had to print it out. And then she's like using like these papers while like driving to come get my ass. And so obviously she comes and gets me and then humiliates me in front of everyone because during that time I thought I was going to do like ROTC Navy and everything. And so I get sat down by the cop and he's like, you think this is what like a Navy officer would do? I'm like, no, obviously not, but you know. So that was that night, and obviously then I had to sit in the car the whole way home, and then I started kind of like getting a little queasy because I mean my drunkenness was starting to wear off when I was young. So throw up outside the window. That's always fun because why not add icing or salt into the wound for my mom having to drive my ass home? Might as well make it smell like throw up too. And then the next day when we drove to go get the car back, because we had to leave it there, obviously they're not going to let me drive home, she then took me to my family doctor because she thought I was just like an absolute like heathen. And so she made me get like vaccinated or like whatever, like immunized to every like STD or STI that she could fucking think of. And so I was in there getting like 20 shots that day. That shit sucked. But I was too hungover to really like complain about it. But yep, that is the story about the deconstruction site. Let's go get this lift. Awesome. So I was chatting with some of my buds just now. Just having a good time, settling in. Had to truly let that pre-workout work its way in, get my skin itching, and hyped up for this leg training today. By all means, let me know how you guys feel about legs. I know a lot of people look at hear legs and they run for the fucking hills. Other people hear it and they're like, game on, baby. Let me know how you feel. Me personally, I actually used to be allergic to leg day. Not so much anymore. I see leg day as an opportunity to callous the mind. So if you can get through a really just egregious leg day, I think you can get through a lot of workouts. The only offender to that is a really heavy and tough back day. I think deadlifting, I like the training, but doing deadlifts for reps, like high amounts, when we start crossing over from more than 6, that's a bit uncomfy. We'll do them, but I probably wouldn't be smiling But as per the usual, we got the bangers playing that J. Cole. Metro always coming in clutch with that shit. Setting the mood, playing good music, providing good people, setting the atmosphere. But we're gonna do this for 12 minutes, as usual. And I'm thinking we can play around on some sets of leg press. Now I know what you're thinking, Mason. Why aren't you starting with like leg extensions or leg curls? Well, because I don't want to tire myself out for the leg press. And I definitely just want to attack this workout with some good solid heavy sets of leg press first. And then I figured we could really hammer in on our hamstrings today. And then we can finish out some nasty leg extension work. I figured do a nice set of 15, 5 plates. If it's a little too easy, we move on to some heavier weight. Nice. Let me move you guys real quick. 5 more. Nice. That was moving. And I was able to get some extra reps. So I'm thinking that I'll add another plate. Now on this one, obviously I can't gauge it just yet because I'm not in the set. I want to do 15 solid reps. Now say we're struggling to get to that 15 and 12 is our limit. I at least want to do some pulses. At least get half reps. Shit. You really want to attack your legs when you do a leg workout. Shh. 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 Hell yeah. Oh yeah, that felt good. There's the weight. Nice 7 patties on the bar. Same rule applies. Playing that Mr. Carter by Lil Wayne. That's prime Wheezy right there. I'll never forget, I was watching that video and they're interviewing him and they were telling him lines from a song. Didn't tell him what the title was. And it was like something along the lines, it's like safe sex is great sex. You better wear a latex because you don't want that late text that I'm late text in like it cold bar. But Lil Wayne was like, oh shit, and they're like, you wrote that? He's like, I wrote that. He didn't even remember. That man used to be so fucking high all the time, and he would just spit. He'd just go off talking about the most random shit, but it was always cold as fuck. He said, and Eminem said this too, that before concerts they had to Google their songs to remember the lyrics because they write and record so much stuff. Fuck, man. Imagine having that problem. You're so talented that you forgot that you did something great. Maybe one day. I know something is going to feel great though. Hammering the set. Hell yeah, 5 more. Nice. Nice. I like to start my workouts with something really big because it just sets the tone. I'm sure we've all been in a leg workout where, you know, you start some medium weights and then you move on to your compound or your big lift. And you kind of get blindsided. Maybe you fail on one of your sets, and then it just feels like you're just like lollygagging through the rest of the workout. I'm always down to just really attack that first hard exercise because it sets the tone. And let's be honest, you smash your first compound lift of the night and then you're doing accessory work, and you're already burning. I don't know you, I don't really run from that burning sensation unless if I'm peeing. Let's get it. I like that weight. A little bit challenging around the 12 rep mark, but we're able to push through it. Okay. 5 more, come on. Hell yeah. Let's get on to the next one. Now what I'm thinking is we keep this train moving and start pushing into our lying leg curls. And my coach pointed me in the direction of doing 4 sets of 10. So I'm thinking we'll do, and since we're doing 10 reps, might as well put the weight up a little extra, so we can get a nice bit of a challenge. Figured first 6 or 7 would be really good. And if the last few get nasty, so be it. Come on. Okay, that's a little too low. Nice. Whew. This is definitely gonna be one of those leg days where I'll probably be walking out of here very tired, but Thursday, Friday, probably Saturday, I'm gonna be feeling it. All right. Now, you might be asking me, Mason, what happened to the second set? I'll tell you something. Sometimes I think I'm recording, I'm really not. I'm sure we've all run into something along that line. But what I decided to do is add a little bit more weight on that last set. We were able to bang it out. But I'm gonna keep that weight where it is, because at about the 8 rep mark, I was really having to dig deep. So with that logic, I'm hoping around the 6 rep mark here, I'll really have to dig deep and maybe bust out a couple ugly ones. Start giving the ugly baby face I was making when I was doing those leg presses. But then again, bodybuilding isn't about having a pretty face. It's about having a pretty physique. All right. Nice. Whew. Oh, we're feeling it today. Whew. I sincerely apologize if there's less in between set talk. But among all else, leg day always takes it out of me. Like I said, leg day, man. If you can push through it, push through a lot of shit. So I always devote myself to really grinding that leg day specifically. Whew. Damn. Now I want you guys to help me out on this one. On this last set, I want you to really critique my my range of motion to make sure I'm getting an entire rep all the way through. Maybe lend me a little bit of your energy for this last set. Now if I'm able to get to 10, full range of motion, I want to push to try and get at least 12, 2 extra. All right. Let's finish this exercise and get to the next one. Fuck. Whew. Damn. Nice. On to the next one. I know what you guys are thinking. Mason, where'd your sweatshirt go? Like it just dissolved off my body or something. Nope. It's getting a little too toasty under there. So I figured you can get nasty with it, take the sweatshirt off. Told you. It's gonna be hard, nasty, sweaty, but fun. So I figured we could do some good mornings. It's 4 sets of 12, 15 if we're feeling a little antsy. Key here is to get a nice stretch of the hamstring. Nice. That felt good. Fucking leg day, man. I think this and back day are the only true workout days that really put me on my ass. Chest day, yeah, it'll get me sore. Shoulder day, get me fucking sore. Arm day, well, it just means that little Lisa and her four sisters just won't be in service that day. But leg day and back day if there's deadlifts in there, but at least in my opinion, you need a big pull on back day. It's part of the fun. Leg day in general, whew, it's literally got me feeling like SpongeBob when he's photosynthesizing. He's like, got me sounding like Darth Vader, fucking asthmatic as shit. Whew. Let's hammer this down. Good stretches here. Whew, I can feel my hamstrings knotting up right into my glutes. Fuck, dude. Even as I'm sitting here, they're still burning from those lying leg curls. Nice. One more set of those. So I'm not gonna lie, guys. Kind of disappointed in myself. I was looking back at the footage, and I am not happy with my form. I was kind of like sticking my butt out rather than hinging at the hip. So definitely for this last set, I want to focus more on getting nice clean stretch. I feel like I was pussying out a little bit on those reps. God damn. So let's just get a nice stretch and back up. Let's go for 10 solid controlled reps. And then if we're feeling good, we're not struggling, huffing and puffing like the big bad wolf, well then we'll go for 5 more. Come on, 5 more. Whew. Those are good reps. I can feel that. Whew, that felt good. Oh, that burned. Got a little ugly around that second and third set mark of those straight leg good mornings. But we get through those. We're gonna pass it over some adductor machines. Now what I'm shooting for is 4 sets of 15. Now you want to go super wide for the stretch, squeeze hard. Let's see. I was talking to a kid earlier today at Metro. I'm not gonna name names, but he was talking to me, asking me about bodybuilding and all that, because he sees me around here. I've been coming here for going on 6 years. But he was asking me about bodybuilding, because I saw he had like a tripod and everything. He was like, "Hey man, good for you. I mean, you're making your content and shit. Like, how long have you been doing this? Yada yada." Kid was like, "Yeah, I'm in a bulk. I don't want to post until I'm in a cut." And I'm like, "Well, come on now. That's half of the training process. Especially, I mean, you're 16. It's like, man, this kid wasn't fat. How many other 16-year-olds are actually putting out content?" I told him, it's like, man, leverage that. I wish I had all this equipment. I wish I had an iPhone when I was 16, because I'd have been doing this. I was one of those kids who had a fucking Samsung Galaxy when I was 16, 17. I was the kid who wasn't in any of the group chats because my text would come up with that green bubble, and everyone was like, hell no, we're not about that. I feel you guys' pain if that still happens, but nonetheless, I was like, dude, like, you might as well post that. If you're making content, if you're recording it, record that, post it. It doesn't matter. One thing I've definitely realized as I've gotten older and everything, nobody cares. Just be yourself. Put out genuine content. It's all love. But remember, except if you're Disney. Fuck Disney. If you're afraid to post when you're in a bulk and you're making content, you're missing out on half of the process. Like, I don't know about you, like, yeah, it's cool being all cut up and lean and shit, but there's a trade-off. Like, yeah, sure, you got abs, veins and shit, but my coach has a saying that just because you're out of season or in a bulk doesn't mean you have to be out of shape. A lot of people misconstrue, oh, I'm bulking as I can eat whatever the fuck I want. No, you can do it that way, but I like to believe that how you look fundamentally, like physique, general health, for the most part is a product of what you put inside of your body. So if I'm on a bulk and I'm eating pizza twice a day, every day, yeah, I'm gonna gain weight, but I'm probably gonna break out a bit. I'm gonna feel like shit, more prone to getting sick, probably gonna hold way more fat, rather than if I ate good food just in excess so I could gain weight, and then maybe once a week I had a cheat day where I ate Chipotle. Now, granted, I might not aggressively gain as much weight. That's where the caloric surplus comes into play. But I'll still feel good. I'll probably be stronger. I'll have more energy, won't be as lethargic. I probably won't break out. I won't feel like shit. I'll feel good, like internally, not like mentally or anything, but just like my body will just feel good. I don't get it, man. Like, there's pros and cons. Dude, I can't wait until I'm on a bulk. Like, when I'm out of season, to share that with you guys, because that's when I get to start lifting bigger weight, get to eat more, I get to do some more rambunctious stuff. Like, say you guys leave a request, like if you wanted me to go to we know who we're talking about when I mention this, but if you wanted me to go to like the supermarket and drink a 4 liter of chocolate milk, dozen donuts, and then go lift, like, put 360 on the bench press and do some reps, like, I can't wait to share that with you guys. But that's a whole other side of the bodybuilding process. There's two sides of it. We just so happen to be in the cutting phase. All right, third set. Nice. Now for this next one, I'm gonna do my nice 15 reps. I wanna get 5 more good squeezes at a little bit of a higher weight, just because this will finish up like the hamstring-esque portion of this workout, because after this, I think all we've got left is extensions, and we're gonna be doing 4 sets, 10 to 12. What's up, baby?
What's up, baby?
How you been?
Good, how are you?
Sunburn doing better?
Oh, dude, yeah, a little bit. Except,
You got a little blister right there.
Little blisters are popping up a little bit here and there, but yeah, dude, I got fucked up.
I know, bro. But you had a good time, though. So.
It was a good time, it was lit, yeah.
Nah, but that's the thing, man. Disney used to be the shit. We all know the good shows they used to have. Come on. 4, 5. All right, 5 squeezes. Nah, man. I remember like some of my favorites growing up, Aladdin, Lilo and Stitch. I used to watch shows like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, That's So Raven. Bro. And they just fucked it all up, man. OG, like Marvel movies. And then Disney, like, got their greedy little hands into it. Fucking took Star Wars, man. Destroyed that shit. Amazon too, man. I'm not a huge fan of them. What they did to Lord of the Rings. We know. I'm a bigger Lord of the Rings fan than Star Wars. I watched one episode of that Lord of the Rings, like the Rings of Power TV show. If you have not watched it, let me sum it up for you in 10 seconds. Don't watch it. The show is crap. Steaming pile of shit. Save your energy. Do something else. Go fishing. You know, build a relationship with your kids. Advance in your career. Don't waste your time with it. Go to the gym. Good work, guys. All right, boys. My fucking hamstrings are nice and fucking wobbly right now. So I might as well absolutely annihilate my quads too. Nobody wants an unbalanced physique. So if I'm gonna absolutely wreck my hamstrings, might as well just destroy the other shit too. I'm feeling fucking violent today. I got the Kanye West, all of the lights. All right. 4 sets of 10, let's go. And I'm thinking I'm gonna raise that weight. That was a little bit, I moved a little too quick. Come on, let's focus, guys. 5. Nice. Damn. Whew. What we'll do also, we'll slam these last 2 sets, get ugly with it, and then hit some leg shots in the mirror. Probably relax for a bit after that. Maybe get a protein shaken, and then I'll move on to 40 minutes of biking. Knock out my second cardio. That way I can get home at a reasonable time. Get one of our meals in, which I'll share with you guys. And then I can get to sleep at a good time so I can get that that morning lift in with you guys. Maybe catch some posing with my coach. Focus. Nice. Sorry, guys. I was getting excited. That was one of those songs back in the day in my high school days. I remember specifically before high school football games, we used to blast that song. I don't know what you guys did in high school, but for us, say we had a home game, we'd always, school let out, and then you'd talk to some of our coaches, and for like the 2 hours before the game started, before you'd go out and really just like stretch, warm up, run a few plays, we would get our minds right in the wrestling room. And our wrestling room was old school, like it was all padded and everything, but it had the really shitty wall stereos that whenever the bass would hit, it would sound like shit. The stereos would pop. But we used to blare this song, man, all the time. Takes me back, brother. I'm telling you, if you're in the Columbus, Ohio area, come on down to Metro Fitness Worthington. They've got the absolute bangers. Some of the best people, like gym crowd and everything. Some of the baddest women. Great machines, great free weights, affordable price, good hours. Fuck else do you want? That's where it's at. All right, last set. Now, I will say $5 to the first person who can leave a comment as to what movie this song came out on. Came out in an album, but specifically there is a movie that this song debuted with. Oh, last set, best set. Shh. Shh. 3, 2. Nice. All right, guys. I get this fur off, but damn. And so what I'm watching right now, they've got a good movie on right now. It's called The Hitman's Bodyguard with Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson. I've never watched the whole movie. I want to eventually, but from what I have seen, not too bad. Two pretty good actors, just doing their thing. Not a fantastic ride-home movie, but it's watchable. It's not gonna make me wanna walk out of the theater like other movies, let me tell you. I saw that Fast and Furious 10, like Fast X movie, when it came out. And I'll tell you this, I enjoyed the first few Fast and Furious movies, but they have lost their charm. All their goodwill is gone now. The only redeeming factor of that movie was Jason Momoa's acting. A little bit over the top, but he had his moments. Unpopular opinion, I hope and pray that Jason Momoa gets offered a Joker role and he loses 40 pounds for the role, get into that slender build, I think he'd do pretty well. Not saying he should take Joaquin Phoenix's role as that separate universe, almost grounded version of Joker, because I think Joaquin Phoenix did a slam bang job. That was one of the almost eerily accurate depictions of mental illness I've ever seen in the entirety of my life of watching cinema. That was fantastic. Very eerie, very uncomfortable, but that's just the emotion that mental illness draws. But more of like a less grounded, but still close to that, like a Christopher Nolan film. I think Jason Momoa could do a good Joker, and it'd be really odd to see Jason Momoa without his beard. But I think you'd have to cut the iconic Viking beard. Cut that, make him the Joker, see how he does. I think he'd do all right. And if you're listening, Jason, it's okay, you can cut it. I'll be the Aquaman proxy while you're gone. Oh, what a lift. We were able to smash out our cardio right in the nick of time. Excuse me. But yeah, we were able to get that cardio in, like literally with seconds to spare. Literally was on that bike like Mission Impossible, defusing the bomb, and it was like 30 seconds before the gym closed. I finally finished. So, hell yeah. Leg day, KO'd. Killed that shit. Legs have been officially annihilated, which means we've earned a nice, relaxing, maybe hour of just goofing off, watching a streamer, gaming. So probably what I'll watch when I get home is there's a streamer, and I'll leave the name above. It's called DZeef. He's another Yugi tuber, but he does a lot of content where he crosses over with other streamers, and I know there's an episode that dropped, and I watched a little bit of the beginning part of it, but I'll probably watch the second half, like 30 to 45 minutes of him and another two streamers that go by Nim and Farfa. But it's all Yugi tuber shit, but it's essentially he has a series where they open random packs of cards, and this is all online. And so they randomly open packs of 8 cards every week, and then so they open like 10 to 15 of these packs. And if you say you get like a super rare card, it allows you to open like a chance to open up specialized packs of like that archetype or similar cards of that nature. And every week they do this, and at the end of opening said packs with the cards that they've assembled that week and the weeks prior, they develop their own unique strategies, and then they play each other in a round robin, like best of one. And obviously if you win both of your matches, then you get a special prize that goes on to the next week. It usually helps bolster their strategy. And then if you win one of your 2 games, you get like a lower rarity prize. And then if you lose both of your matches, then you get a pretty piss poor advantage next week. Their personalities go well together. But yeah, very entertaining. It's probably what I'm gonna watch while I eat my food and relax. And then once that's finished, I might game. I don't know. I reset my my Twitch account, or I made a new Twitch account today, in the hopes of in the coming weeks, what I think I might do is I'm definitely looking into getting a computer so I can get better at this whole editing thing. But I might look into getting just a PC, because if I can do that, then I can start streaming, doing like game streams for you guys on there, and then I can take you guys with me who are into the fitness stuff. I can take you guys with me, and we can go do lifts, car talk, and so forth. So it'll give everyone a bit of options. Cool. So we made it back home. I'm actually just got done cutting up all the stuff that I need for this meal. We have 6 large Brussels sprouts. I always chop them in half. Just I like it when they like fall apart just a little bit, because with all the like greenery and everything, it just gets a lot more crispy. And then 10 pieces of asparagus. I usually am advised to just throw the whole spear in. I just do that. Throw that to one side. Ooh, almost lost one. Just hiding in with the chicken. And then 3 ounces of lean flank steak, 3 ounces of chicken. Simple. Add it in there. Let them get comfy. Throw away the booties of the Brussels sprouts. If you don't know what that is, I usually call the hard ends of them. I just cut them off just because even when you cook them, they're still hard, and something about just biting onto one. It's super hard. You can't really bite through it. It's annoying. It's almost like when you bite into cartilage on like a chicken. It's just like, get out of here. So I usually cut them off, toss them, but use just a little bit of garlic on the meat. No need to what's it called? Season the vegetables. This is just a little non-stick. I forgot to use that on the pan. I just don't want it to get too smoky and burnt. But that was a hell of a leg workout. Not gonna lie, don't know if I could have done it without you guys. I could feel you guys lifting, helping me lift the weights off of me. So I appreciate it. I'm thinking also in the next few days, because I'm about to start a new meal plan, I'm thinking I might bring you guys with me on a grocery run. So stay tuned with that. And we can't forget our official mascot, Tazzy Boy. Like you said earlier, a few days ago, I'm on a cut, but he is on a bulk. He has been doing great. He's up, I'd like to say 4 ounces. A little under half a pound. But he's doing great. What? He's been taking his medicine. He's been, we had him prescribed a little bit of I forget the word, but it's almost like a steroid. Not like anabolic, but it just helps. Helps with appetite and everything. I know. There we go. Cool. Sometimes he just has to smell it a few times to make sure, like, I'm not giving him something weird. He's an odd kitty like that. And as per the usual, as we near the end of cooking the meal, I always add a little bit of Northwood seasoning. I'm a huge advocate for a little bit of paprika. I love red pepper flakes. Anything to add a little spice to things, I'm always down for it. Love salsas, sriracha. Not a huge, like, this is gonna ruffle some feathers, but I've never been a huge advocate for Frank's Red Hot. I know some people just swear by it, and I think that's because, like, families just grow up having hot sauce running around. Like, I'm not a huge Tabasco fan, but salsa, I'm a huge fan. Any type of salsa. Verde, Rejo, red, green, I know that's what I said, but any type. It could be pineapple salsa for all I care. Just make that shit spicy. Just like wings. Aside from, if you guys have ever been to Roosters, my favorite Roosters wing is the Carolina Gold. But other than that, if I'm at a place to get wings, I want that shit hot. I want myself, when I go to the bathroom the next day, I definitely want to like regret that. It's just part of it. And there you have it, guys. 6 Brussels, 10 asparagus spears, 3 and 3 of chicken and steak. I'm gonna go throw this back down my gullet, and then I'm gonna call it a night. Maybe get another meal in, watch some streamers, have a good time, and relax. But other than that, you guys have a great night. Be sure to get your relaxation in. Take it easy.